morning, everybody. My name is Jodie Jordan. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today is a continuance of my for my online card class to go on Monday. I did all patriotic cards, and I didn't have designer series paper, you know, specifically for the 4th of July or Memorial Day or Labor Day or any of the, you know, the patriotic type holidays that you have. So I wanted to show you how you could create your own by doing die cutting. So I'm going to continue that with this card today. I am bringing in 3 different die sets, and that is the basic border dies, Wanted to Say, and beautiful balloons. In the beautiful balloons, I'm using the stars. Wanted to Say, I'm using the Celebrate, and the basic borders, I'm using this like I guess it's like triangles. So what I did was I took from this basic borders dies, and I have cut 1-inch strips of red and white, and now this one I only did just the bottom, but I die cut it on both sides to create this kind of zigzag look. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue each one of these down to some cardstock. Let me get a scratch piece of paper here and put it underneath so I don't get glue all over my table. Okay, now this is a lot of work, but when you see the card, you're gonna I thought it was worth it to me. Now, when I did my sample card, I didn't pay attention to how I was die cutting. Basically, it's probably going to end up being almost the same thing, because so see how this is going to fit in here, but it's not covering the whole paper. Don't worry about that, because we're going to die cut out of this paper, so don't worry about that. It doesn't have to match all the way up. It depends on what else you're planning on cutting out of it. Now, if you wanted to make this a background, then you would want to make your background wider, and then you would want to cut it down to size. You know, after you were done applying these strips back and forth. Of course, the mowing people are here. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Hopefully I made enough to go all the way down. Okay. So I don't know if you watched my Monday video, but the one with the card with the nested essentials dies was my favorite, but I think this card is definitely going to top it. I don't know, this card it's nice, and you could use it for anything. You could use it for a birthday, or again, you could give it to a veteran or whatever you want to do. You could change the sentiment on there if you wanted. I just thought, I mean, because there's like a happy birthday, but I just thought celebrate kind of, you could, for me, a lot of times I like to just wait to stamp on the inside of my card just to see what what the occasion's going to be for. So when I was running this well, I glued that to the paper. When I was running this through the die cut machine, I used the Post-it note tape, and sometimes the adhesive from that sticks to your paper, so you can get one of these adhesive removers and just kind of take that up. It's really not sticky, it just kind of makes the paper look like kind of, I don't know, like dirty, I guess. But this takes it right off. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off real quick because I don't want this sticking everywhere. I just want to get rid of this right here. Okay, so let me see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the beautiful balloons, and I'm going to take this big die right here. Oops. And I'm going to cut the balloons out of it. So let's see. I'm going to run this through my mini machine. So my mini machine will only take, what is it, 3.5 inches wide. I'm going to start from this way since I already cut that off. Okay. You could use this for another project if you wanted, or put this on the inside of your card would be kind of cool. Okay, so let me bring in my mini. Okay. I'm gonna lay down my die. I don't really have to tape this one down. I think it'll be okay. Going through. Now this is thicker, so you might want to run it through a couple times. We're going to cut 2 out. Sorry it's shaking the table, but it's kind of what you gotta do. Okay, we'll put these two to the side for another project. So now for the wanted to say dies. I've already pre-cut this out, but I want to do the actual words. What I do? Oh, here. So what you want to do is, to make it easier on your life, if you get some of this multi-purpose adhesive sheets, these are the old ones, but the new ones don't have the Sizzix brand on there. They're just plain white, I believe. Let me get a piece of cardstock. Normally what I do is I try to measure about how, close to the size. And then on the back of the sheet, you do the same thing. And I got one here that's about that size. And you don't have to worry about it fitting the whole thing. As long as that adhesive gets on the back of there, it's going to make it a lot easier to adhere your sentiment down. This is the hardest part of it, is getting the paper to peel back. Okay, so this is going to peel off, and then you're just going to stick it down. Now this will be the back of your project, and then you're going to put your words on top. And you want to run this through probably a couple times too, because this is going to be a lot thicker as well. Okay. Let me put my if you're interested in any of the these magnet sheets here, Stampin' Storage is going to have a sale, I think, or Stampin' Storage is actually having a sale right now. So there's a link in the description below. You can click on that and go over there and check that out. It's how I store all my stuff for my, my magnets. I got a thing for my paper, my ink. They have different sales each day of the week, or they have doorbusters, I believe, also, where you can get additional amounts off. Makes it a lot easier to organize, and it makes it a lot easier with the magnet sheet. You don't have to worry about losing your dies. Okay, so let's poke these out. Okay, so I had already cut these out, but I'm gonna double this just to make it thicker. It's gonna kind of float when we put on the string, so I want to make this a little bit thicker. Now you don't have to do this. This is just my preference, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, so on here, this is very delicate. You got to be careful, but it is just like a little sticker once you get it started. There we go. Okay, so see. All right. So now we're going to, let me grab some twine. on the back, you can use your, let's see, I don't know what I did with mine. You know what, I'm going to use tear tape, it'll work better. My craft room is a complete mess. I'm getting ready, my daughter's getting married in October, and I'm doing her invitations, and I have stuff everywhere. Okay. You don't really need this much, but I don't know what I do with my snail. I can't find it. Or you could use glue, but if you use the glue, it's like when you go to push down the twine, it gets in your finger, or it gets all over your fingers. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here. Actually, I'll start up here just to give it a little bit more grip. I'm going to come around and just kind of go around a couple times, come back up and down and cut. Same thing for this one. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay, now for the rest of our card. Okay. Let's put these on the inside real quick. I'm going to put a red star on the inside. Okay, let's get some dimensionals. And I try to put one down here just to reinforce that string. Okay. Now we're going to this here. here. And I'm going to put the stars on top of the balloon. Okay, so I'm going to bring these down, and I am going to just take a little bit and tie like a knot, or you can tie a bow if you want, whatever you want to do, but it's going to be hidden. But I want these strings to stay together so I can kind of tie them down. Okay, now my sentiment, I'm going to pop that up as well. And I'm going to try and keep the dimensionals, like I want to try and keep a space in the middle for the strings. Grab. Here they are, my glue dots. I was going to say I lost them too. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to make sure this is kind of behind that knot there to hold it down. And then I'm going to put my sentiment right over top of it. And then cut. Okay, that's the card. I'm going to show you my sample. I did it just a little bit different. You can see here I did not do the double layer, so it's kind of like sunk in a little bit. On this one, I did not pop up this balloon, but I did pop up this one. So, you know, that's really the only difference. So I will see you on Monday for another card class to go. Thanks. Bye-bye.